Well, this fish is interesting, to say the least. Well, welcome back to another fishing adventure. I'm just finishing up a morning fishing session. It's about noon now, and the fishing was okay. I think I caught 4 fish in as many hours, and so yeah, it was just okay. I want to see if I can improve on that because I want to come back here tomorrow. As you can see, great big lake behind me. And before I leave, I'm gonna throw out a bunch of this bait that I made up last night. This is a mix of boiled birdseed and boiled feed corn, and what else? Sweet feed pellets. Most of the pellets are kind of broken down. It's more of a ground bait now. And there's some oats pack bait in there that's left over from like a week ago that I just kind of tossed in there too. This is probably, I think this is a 3-gallon bucket, so it's a lot of bait. I don't know if I'm going to throw it all out there, see how long it takes me. But the purpose obviously is to catch fish, but not so much to attract fish. The way this stuff works, for me at least in my experience, is it doesn't necessarily bring fish in, it just keeps them in an area for a period of time long enough to catch them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna toss out a big spread of this stuff, not in any specific isolated spot. It's just going to be a big spread out right in front of where I'm fishing here, and the plan is it's just going to catch the roaming fish that are just roaming around constantly searching for their next meal. And they're going to come across this stuff here during the night tonight, and they're going to stay. They're going to see that there's food here, and they're going to stay here and graze here until the food's gone. And tomorrow morning early when I get here, I'm going to put some hook baits out in that bed of that free food, and they're going to gobble that up, and I'm going to catch them. That's the plan. Like I said, the fishing was kind of mediocre today, so hopefully I can improve on that. The conditions are supposed to be the same for tomorrow as far as weather goes. This is my spod rod. It's an ugly stick catfish rod, medium heavy, power, 7 feet long. Works great for this purpose. Casts the heavy spods full of pack bait, no problem at all. I got 40-pound braided line on this reel. Works good. You know, the braid helps for longer casting distance. At the end of my line, I just keep this big swivel, and this is a clip from a sinker slide. I just keep that on there all the time, and so just to clip on my spot, I just just clip it onto that clip there. Then I don't have to retie every time. It's pretty handy. But this will take me a while casting out all this bait, just a little handful at a time with this spot, but hopefully it'll be worth it. If you're watching this, apparently something must have happened. Stay tuned. See you tomorrow. Alright, so I started out this session with some bait left over from yesterday, but I know I'm going to need more, so I might as well just get that done. Old-fashioned oats, sweet feed pellets, 4-to-1 ratio, and I'm just going to keep it pretty basic here. Cream-style sweet corn, and a little bit of water. That just gets it going a little faster, probably like 1/3 of a can of water. And I'm putting in chili powder. I'm kind of running some experiments here to see how effective spicy baits are at keeping the catfish away. And I don't know, it seems to make a difference, but I'm still testing. Cream corn, chili powder, that's it. And it'll take about 10 minutes for those oats to absorb some of that stuff and become sticky. Simple bait. First contender of the morning. It's probably been about a half an hour. It's easy to have expectations of a quick, immediate bite when I've pre-baited. But that's not the case today. Sometimes it's like that, but not today. I haven't seen hardly any fish. A couple few fish. What kind of statement is that? Where am I? Wisconsin? I haven't seen hardly any carp surfacing. Maybe 2 or 3, way out farther than where my bait is and where my rigs are. I need to go up and tighten up this other line. This line over here has gone slack. See what's going on. I think it's just nuisance fish. All 3 of my lines have been getting pecked at. I'm thinking it's bluegills or bass or something pecking at the line, not at the actual bait. This feels like it has potential to be a big fish. Just the way it's behaving, it's not freaking out. Might be a catfish too. Throwing out all that bait, no doubt, was attractive to catfish as well. I'm happy to have either today. Oh, it is a catfish for certain. I just saw the dorsal fin come up. Yep. Got him. Yep, it's a pretty big catfish. Uh-oh. That other one just got pulled for real this time, I think. There's a fish on here. Yep. Well, that catfish laying there, I don't know if I'm gonna keep that fish. It looks kind of big. I gotta do something more than here. Yep. Trying to get away. All right. I suppose it's appropriate that the cast starts. Got a little half-hour slow start. Okay. Yeah, he's not that big, really. 6-7 pounds, I think. Get some light on him here. There we go. Gray channel cat, 6-7 pounds. I think he's gonna go on the stringer. But he's gonna stay on the mat for a couple minutes here while I deal with whatever's on the other end of this line. And it might be something good. I did bring a cooler of ice because I anticipated catfish. And I wanted to keep some because I don't have any in the freezer anymore. We ate them over the summer. Oh, I just saw a carp surface out there right on top of where I baited. Lots of weeds, clumps of weeds to work through. Get these fish in at this spot. Not small, whatever it is. Big wake that it's making coming in here. It's not a small fish. It's a carp. Pretty nice one, I think. That's a real nice fish. Oh, see that? Jumping out of the water like a marlin. All right, calm down, Tom. Get this fish in the net, and then you can talk. Get him. Get him. Got him. Yeah, nice carp to start the day. Target species here. I'd give this fish 9-10 pounds, I guess. Body profile on the fish in this lake is pretty stout. But yeah, I gotta get the baits back in the water. I only got one out right now. And yeah, I've been seeing fish as I was fighting this fish, so This one goes back in the water. That catfish is going on the stringer. See you later. Get bigger. There you go. This is why I keep a tent stake in my tackle bag. So there's not always a place where you can anchor your stringer. Comes in pretty handy. Yeah, about a half hour. Got 2 fish on the bank. Pretty great start. That's got me all warmed up. I gotta lose this sweatshirt. Yeah, tiger nuts did not survive that fight with the catfish. Hook's still good though. A lot of times when I catch catfish, their mouths are so tough. I end up kind of destroying the hook, trying to get it out. But sometimes I get lucky and they're not hooked real deep or hooked in a soft part of their mouth and can remove the hook without damaging it, such is the case this time. Actually, I just realized this is the one that had the carp on it. I guess I'll have to check the other one, see if that hook is damaged on the catfish one. I suppose I haven't actually told you what I'm using for bait yet. This is left over from yesterday. It's oats and sweet feed and pineapple and chili powder. And then the hook bait is the spicy tiger nuts, sriracha. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Third rod's going off. Yep. Yeah. This is the kind of action that I wanted by throwing out that bait. There's no small amount of work putting that bait out a little handful at a time with a spam either. It probably took me, I don't know, probably took me 35-40 minutes. I don't know how many casts. Maybe I should count next time how many casts it takes to throw out one of those 3-gallon buckets, but it's a fair amount of work. I shook it. Kidding me? That sounds nice. Oh, that sounds real nice. Sounds real nice. And I don't feel any head shakes like a catfish does or anything like that. I think I got a carp on here, folks. I've had issues over here when the fish goes off to the right at this spot. I think there's some mussel beds over there, zebra mussels. Oh, my middle rod's going off. Yep. Alright, well, this fish is in some weeds or something. And I'll let this fish kind of work its way out of those weeds and see what's going on here. Okay, another fish on. Great weight on this too. Now I got a decision to make. Got a decision. I think I'm going to take the one on the right first because, like I was just about to start talking about, there's zebra mussel beds over there, I think. I've been getting snapped off several times over there. I think I'm going to go ahead and bring this fish in first before he drags my line across some mussel beds. This fish is way out there too. It went on a pretty good run right at the start. There we go. I was just about ready to put this rod down and go do the other one because it seemed like this one was stuck in something. I feel the line rubbing on something. How's that sun glare for you? Yeah, it's good for me too. There's one downside of this weedy spot. I get a double. There is no hurry up, quick, get this fish in so I can get the next one. There's this, every fight is kind of a long, drawn out thing because all these weeds that you have to work through. That's a carp. Carp. Common carp. Cyprinus carpio. And a whole bunch of weeds, and I don't know the scientific name for the weeds. And what I have here is a clump of weeds that's about the same size as the fish. Yeah, little fish. A lot of work to get in a little fish. Got a second one. Let's go see. This shallow water here, it's almost better to just put them in by hand. Come on. There you go. Alright, let's see if I have anything on this line still, or if it dragged me across something sharp. Let's see. Yeah, still there. Yeah, I made a decision before to go with the one on the right, and I was able to get the fish in. Didn't get snapped off, but it was a dink. Let's see, maybe I've got my new PB on the end of this one that's just been sitting there for 10 minutes. That is a thing with pre-baiting, is you can't be selective really about what fish are going to be attracted to it and stick around and graze. Could just be inviting an army of 5-pound fish. It's not the worst thing in the world. Catching a bunch of 5-pounders is better than getting skunked, right? Okay. You know, the full bellies on these fish, even the little ones, you can learn something by sacrificing one of these fish. Cut it up and see what's in that stomach, see what they're eating. What's in there? I don't know. Probably a bunch of the feed corn that I threw out yesterday. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe there's a bunch of snails in there. Fish this small, probably, I don't know, probably doesn't eat mussels yet. I don't know. Maybe they do. Only way to know is to look inside there, but I'm not going to do that on this one today. Maybe when I need some cut bait next time, I'll do that. But anyway, small fish are keeping me at least entertained until the giant comes by. See ya. Yeah, fish on. Ah, you're pulling. Gotcha. It's only 9:15. I think it's a little too early to conclude that my baiting campaign was a fail. I've had times where the bite didn't start. You know, at this time of year, it gets real cool at night. I've had times where the bait doesn't start until 10 o'clock, once the water has warmed up the shallows a little bit. But yeah, these little fish are keeping me busy. So long. Good luck. Okay, we've got a contender. Maybe. Swimming in at me. Okay, fish on. Come on in here. Okay. Well, this fish is interesting, to say the least. Eyes are sunken in. Here's the eye. I think I can see out of it, but it's just sunken way in. The other side is just like that too. Not as badly though. But that's interesting. I've never seen that before. It's yeah, just the hole where the eye is supposed to come on now. Yeah, just the hole where the eye is supposed to protrude from the skull it's sunk down in there. It's interesting. Never seen that before. But yeah, the bite's been slow. It's about 10 o'clock. I'm probably gonna stay till 11, and hopefully it'll pick up. If it doesn't, whatever. Caught a few fish, but yeah, not done yet. Yeah, crazy eye. Old crazy eye. That's this fish's name. Yeah, this is a pretty unique fish. If I catch him again, I'll know it. It might have been an injury there. Kind of looks, the skull looks kind of different right there by the eye. Of course, the other side has a similar look, so makes me think it might not be an injury. I don't know. There. Seems to swim just fine. Could be a nuisance fish, just pecking at the line. It's been happening a lot today. It could be a 30-pound carp. It's trying to spit the hook. Okay, that feels nice. That's the problem with expectations. Oh, he's just swimming right in at me here. That's the problem with expectations. You put bait out, and all of a sudden your expectations change. You're expecting fantastic fishing, and for some reason, pretty good fishing doesn't seem as good anymore. That was pretty good. Might be a little better fish here. I don't think I broke the 10-pound mark yet today on carp. Okay. He gave up kind of easy. Yeah, this is a nice fish. Stout little fish, a lot like that first one that I caught earlier. Thick-bodied. 6-7 pounds I'd give it, I guess. You know, it's 15 pounds, 6 pounds. Okay, keep me busy. Thanks for playing. See you next time. Yeah, I'm sure at the beginning of this video you saw me throwing out the bait yesterday, and the fishing was just okay yesterday. It was about the same as today, just kind of okay. So far, I'm not seeing a drastic improvement in the fishing from one day to the next. Could be that the fish gobbled up all that bait yesterday afternoon and evening during the night, and it's just gone and the fish are gone. Could be. Or maybe no fish came through during the past 24 hours, or no big fish at least, and found it. You know, this is a big lake. They roam around all different places, so I don't know what's going on out there. Yeah, here I just reeled this one in to rebait, and I've got a zebra mussel on my hook. Hooked it, and yeah, so they're out there. I cut my line. They're food for the carp. They'll crunch on those, eat them up. I know a lot of people probably don't think about it or realize it, but carp do have teeth. They have molars in the back of their throat. They can crunch up things like snails and mussels and stuff like that. Look it up if you've never seen it before. You can't see them, but they're in there. Oh, that sounds nice. Feels nice. Okay. It's past 11, I think, isn't it? Now it's 10:58. I think I might stay till noon. I don't know, I just keep pushing my deadline back. If the fish keep coming, eventually one of them is going to be something special. Kind of one of those days where the fishing is just good enough to keep me here, and I've caught, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 fish about this size. I mean, they look identical. Kind of doubt it's the same fish. Looks like something took a bite out of his dorsal fin right there. Kind of interesting. His eyes look normal. Yeah, stay a little longer. Waiting for that special fish. Bye-bye. Enjoy your day. And that catfish is still here. He's still there on the stringer, just hanging out. Having a double here. I think I've got a small fish on this one. I don't know where this wind's coming from. It's not supposed to be windy at all today. All of a sudden there's like 20-mile-an-hour wind gusting. Maybe that's what's going to trigger a bite. I'm sitting here for a while with no action, half hour, 45 minutes, something like that. Might be into something good here. It's so hard to tell. Sometimes it's obvious though, when a fish just goes zzz and just you can't stop them. Then obviously it's a big fish, but I don't know. Fish are weird. That's a good fish. This might be big fish of the day. That's not saying a ton, but this is a good fish. Yeah, now that I get a better look at him, this is big fish of the day, easy. All right, he's in the net. Yeah, this is more like it. Big fish of the day for sure. 10-12 pounds, I'm gonna say. Stocky fish as usual for this lake. He's kind of unique. He's missing a fin down here. See on that other side there's just a nub, no fin. Not sure how that happened. Maybe a snapping turtle bit it off, or who knows.
How neat is that? That's pretty neat.
They're getting bigger. They're going in the right direction. I think I'm just going to stick around as long as the fish are biting. I don't have any like place I need to be this afternoon concretely, so might as well stay if they're biting. Feels good to get a 10+ pound fish. That's my guess. 10-11 pounds on this fish, but nice. Oh, he got me good. Yeah, see you later. Well, it's only been 10 minutes. This fish swam all the way across my other two lines and is over here off to the right now. Fish. Come on in. Yeah. Now, this is encouraging. The last two fish have been pretty good sized fish. I like catching these 8 pounds, something like that. Oh, there we go. The other one's going off. Things are looking up. It's almost noon. Not getting that hot today though, only upper 70s. See ya. That's a good fish. Yeah. No. That was nuisance fish. Been getting a lot of that this morning. Well, folks, I'm gonna call it. It was a pretty good day of fishing. I mean, it wasn't gangbusters like my I don't think I had realistic expectations when I started here, but it was marginally better than yesterday. Last week I baited a spot on the river, and the next day I caught fish one after another over and over and over again for 4 hours. but I'm pretty sure at the end of the video I said. So, does pre-bedding work? It can, it absolutely can. It's not a magic bullet though. If you're throwing out bait in places where the fish never go, it's just not going to change anything. It's got to be in places where the fish already are. So it's got to be the right place at the right time of year. And mainly it just keeps them around. Keeps them around in a general area feeding so you can catch them. That's what I've done today. The feeding has helped a lot. There have been other examples where I've done some pre-baiting and it didn't turn out so well. So like I said, not a magic bullet. And so obviously, yeah, baiting a spot is not a magic bullet. Not guaranteed results, that's for sure. But thanks for watching. I appreciate it. See you on the next one.